Okay, it is the next morning and these are really cute houses here. I was gonna show a few as I was driving by. It looks like they're all made of brick, which is a good idea if they're gonna be in tornado country. Really cute houses. And I am at a dead end, literally. But that's okay, I'm getting shot a few more houses. So I'm on my way to Tennessee today. Chattanooga, to be exact. And it's taking me, I'm taking the long way, only because it takes the, it doesn't take the interstates, it takes the, the highways, I guess is what you call it. I find that they're a little bit more interesting. And I don't have to be at that other place until 4. And right now it's almost 9 o'clock and it's only going to take me about 4 hours. So I've got a lot of time to kill. And what was I going to say? I was going to say something else and I forgot. I'm waiting for my GPS to kick in so it'll get me out of here. But this is a really cute neighborhood. This is where I stayed last night. And as you can see, the skies are very clear. It is a brisk 37 degrees. And but the good news is no tornadoes. And so yeah, I'm heading north, and this will be on the YouTube video, not Instagram. So I thought I would just capture a little bit of it here. Okay, gotta go find my coffee. Such a nice day that I thought I would take the back roads, the back highways, and I am currently, every time I thought about making this video, I kept thinking I'm gonna say Tennessee. I'm not in Tennessee yet. I am, where am I? I'm going north. I'm in Alabama, which I found that a lot of people call it Bama. Or at least that's what I see on the trucks. Bama. Anyway, I am on, I don't know where I'm at. I mean, I know where I'm at, but I don't know what highway I'm on. Oh, I'm on North 231. There we go. That was a good timing. So, yeah, I've got time. I don't need to check into the Airbnb until 4. It shows that, my phone shows me that I'm going to arrive at 2:40, and that's taking into consideration the time difference. Because pretty soon I will be on Eastern Standard Time. My times are getting so mixed up right now in my head. Because like right now it's 10 o'clock, and I keep calculating what time it is in Oregon. 8 o'clock. And pretty soon it'll be 11 o'clock, and, well, never mind. Anyway, still very green. I was talking to the guy, the host at the last Airbnb in Montgomery, and he was telling me that it's not always this green. It's just because, you know, we've had a lot of, you know, it's winter and they've had rain. And I'm glad I came through this part of the country at this time of year. Everybody said I was crazy to go in the winter, but I'm actually very glad because I got to see, I'm trying to show side news. I got to see it looking a lot like Oregon, which, you know, kind of makes me feel at home. But then I keep having to remind myself that I'm not in Oregon anymore. And so what I'm planning on doing is I'm taking the highway up to, it's going to cut through the corner of Georgia. And no, I am not going to Alabama, Arnie in Alabama. I am not going to Atlanta. That is the last place I want to go to. well, one of the last places. Nothing against Alabama. God, why do I keep saying Alabama? Nothing against Atlanta. Honestly, it's just, I think it'll be a repeat of going through LA and the traffic, and I don't want to deal with that. So right now I am in pretty nice forest here. And it's funny because I was noticing that my perception of the U.S. has changed quite a bit. When you look at a map of the U.S., you think how immense and how big it is, and how, it would take forever to get through. And then once you start going through it, especially in the Midwestern and eastern states where they're smaller, where I'm going through a state in 4 hours, that to me is very interesting, because today I'm going to be in Alabama, Georgia, and Tennessee. Of course, I am cutting the corner here in Georgia, but it's just interesting that it doesn't feel so big anymore. And I'm sure that that's a very familiar or a very common phenomena. Did I say that right? But not, anyway. I'm sure that's very common for people who travel the world even, and how the world seems huge. And then when you start traveling it, well, that's a really interesting, I know it's going by fast, and I'm sorry. I'm trying to capture him as I can. People who travel the world, I'm sure, experience this after a while. It doesn't seem so big anymore. I think that when you fly across the U.S., it does seem big because you're bypassing a lot of stuff, but when you actually drive through it, it feels smaller and bigger at the same time. I don't know why I just said that. It feels smaller and bigger. But anyway, this is not Georgia, it's Alabama. Going north. And I will probably make the next video as I'm coming up to the state line of Alabama, Georgia. Another house on the right or left. Oh God. Not only do I not know what state I'm in, I don't know my left from my right. Very pretty here. I'm glad I decided to take the back roads. Not a lot of cars, obviously. I mean, the highways, the interstates are great if you want to get there quickly. There's rest areas, and you can always get off. But the back highways, I'm finding, are nice because you get to see. That was weird buzzing. What was that? You get to see more of where people are and where they live, and instead of just seeing, I mean, the interstates are great, especially in the bigger states, because it helps you get through them really quickly. And you get to see the terrain, and especially Arizona and New Mexico. I really enjoyed going the interstates that way. But I think in these smaller states now, I'm probably going to be taking the back ways, because I only do about, can you tell the coffee's kicking in? I'm only doing about 4 hours driving a day. So if I can take the longer route and add an extra hour, why not? It makes it a little bit more enjoyable, and the weather is gorgeous, although it's still 38 degrees. Great. Okay, well, that's my thought for now. Still going north. Good. And I'll just be a little bit quiet here so you can enjoy the scenery. I've noticed that. Okay, I tried to be quiet. I noticed that there was a cemetery right next to the highway. I mean, like a few feet from it. Seriously, I wished I had had my video on when I saw it. I mean, I could have, you know, like parked on the side of the road and been right there. That's how close it is. I've never seen cemeteries that close to the road before. It's kind of an interesting thing. If I spot another one, of course, they kind of come up and they catch you. Oh, look at the cherry trees. Cherry, what do you call them? Cherry blossom. It's all green and pretty much brown. And then all of a sudden you come up with the bright pink tree and you're like, what the heck is that? It's the season for cherry trees. And I'm going 70. Dang it. Oh, this guy wants to pass me. Ooh, dang. Okay, mister, you better go. No. Okay, I better speed up a little bit. I'm trying not to make people mad on the road. I keep thinking about that movie with Dennis Weaver. Yeah. Okay, let's not think about that. Alright, so I think this guy is going to pass me. Ooh, cool building. Go. Okay, if I go slow, he can pass me. Pass me, mister, pass me. Oh, he's not going to take it. He's not going to go. Well, I'm not going to speed very much. Okay. Don't pass me, mister. I'm noticing a lot of cars in the south are white. That's a very common color down here, is white. Is that getting to be a popular car color now? Because why would anybody want a white car? It shows all the dirt immediately. You keep having to wash it, I guess. I don't know. I just see a lot of it on the roads. And I thought gray was in. I guess my color is out now. Okay, mister, if I slow down enough, you're going to pass. No, he's not. Okay, he's backing up. Alright, I better sign off. Okay, so here's one of the cemeteries that I've been talking about. Oh, there's another one on the other side there. This is the highway that I'm traveling on right now. And this is the cemetery. That's the church. So you can see it is right here. It is like right here. And I thought I would come into this one. See, there's the highway, and there's the cemetery. Oh, there's a nice house over there. Cool porch. This is what I keep seeing on this highway. Still in Alabama. Dang it, I need to turn down the music. Hold on. Okay, still in Alabama. And I've been coming across these really cool lake areas. So I thought I'd capture this one. I'm getting pretty close to the Georgia state line. But this is very pretty here. What I want to know is, how do they get the boats in the water? Because they're on the docks, and the docks are kind of high up. If you can see the boat there. I'm sounding southern, aren't I? And yeah, how do they get the boats in the water? Alright, so I don't know if I'm gonna come across any more lake areas, but this is where I'm at right now. I keep seeing that sign, Adopt a Mile, and when I was in Mississippi, I kept thinking it said adopt a male, and I'm like, what? Okay, what do you mean? What do they do down here in the South? And then I read it closer next time and it said adopt a mile. Okay. Maybe I wanted it to say male. Freudian read. And let's see. I don't know how close I am to the border. Fairly close-ish, I think. And yeah, some really nice houses up here. If it would stay green. Dang, I'm speeding. If it were to stay green and a nice temperature, I could see living here. But I know that in the summers it gets pretty hot and dry, so no thank you. I might be coming up to a town because my speed is being reduced to 45, which I still have yet to do. And not too many people on the road coming my way. Still going north, obviously, because I don't know why that was obviously. Because I haven't reached Tennessee yet and it's still north of me. That's why. And little town here. Ooh, boats and boats and more boats.